Welcome to AskTheHairGuy.com and Mark's Luxury Hair Care.
Hey, I'm Mark, Ask the Hair Guy from Mark's Luxury Hair Care and AskTheHairGuy.com. Today we're going to talk about and show a little bit about pinup girls and their hair. I get a lot of requests, I get a lot of questions on AskTheHairGuy.com about putting curls in preparation. We all know that curling the hair is the foundation for all pinup updos. Now, personally, I love hot rollers. I also love a traditional roller under the dryer. But that's not always practical, especially if you're a traveling pinup girl or you're going to pinup events that you got to travel about. A curling iron fits. And so a lot of times people ask, because curling irons don't tend to give as bouncy or as tight a curl as, say, a hot roller or a traditional roller set. And so today we're going to cover Trifecta Hairspray, which is every pinup girl's go-to product to do their foundation, their curls. And we're going to use an iron today and show you how I do it. You can deviate from there, but today we're going to cover that. All right, so as you can see here, I kind of have her pinned up. I like to use 4 sections, 1, 2 here parts, and 1, 2, 3, 4 sections. The other thing you might notice about my partings is that I don't use straight lines. I like to squiggle the lines. Even when I'm doing a hot roller or a traditional roller set, I don't want roller marks. I don't want where you can see where my iron work has been. So I use more of a zigzagged or just random partings. So this would be an example of curl number 1 that I used with Trifecta Hairspray. You'll notice that it is sort of a cylindrical parting, and I use it in the iron so that I can get, again, something without a strong line of demarcation. I like to go on base rather than off base, but you can make your choices based on your needs. So here's what I do. I've taken another part in through here, again, not straight, this one is about double the width of something I personally like to use. So I like to separate that into one tendril as so. I absolutely love to use a very old school pinup girl brush. Again, you can see the rounded shape. I use a lot of the edge bristles on these brushes because I feel that these brushes give me maximum shine and separation, and it gives a real nice smooth ribbon. That said, if you don't own one, feel free to use your other brushes. I just feel like I don't get as good a separation and smoothing. You could use a round brush if you'd like. You could use a vent brush if that's all you have. But again, see how much more open the strands are with the vent brush, more open with the round brush. Whereas with these traditional brushes that are becoming harder and harder to find, again, very 1950s, but for pinup girls, it adds such a beautiful smoothing and great shine to the hair. So that said, let me put down a couple of brushes here. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our Trifecta Hairspray. Again, Trifecta, remember, is not just a traditional hairspray. It's got UV protection, it's got no parabens, it's got humidity resistance, it's got B5 that gives it a tremendous amount of moisture and fluff and bounce. Also, B5 is known to swell each hair shaft up to twice its width in diameter, giving better body, all of which are great if you're a pinup girl. And then 12 amino acids to help condition and shine the hair. That said, that's not even what I'm here to talk about today. It's the 3-in-1 spray technology, as it says on the bottle. It's actually what I call tri-spray technology. Light, medium, and heavy hold. It can be adjusted. So I like to adjust mine somewhere just below medium because I feel like it gives me a nice crisp curl that I can still work with. Also know that we did not use any real strong adhesives. We use very high-tech polymers in this so that they can bounce. Again, you can kind of see my curl under here, and she's got a nice crisp bounce to her without being hard or stiff. So, all right, first thing I'm going to do, I adjusted that to medium. I smoothed that out with my brush. I will now spray the strand top and bottom. I will give it one more, using the sides of my bristles, one more smoothing like so, and now that one is ready to be curled. Here, if I'll get my model to hold this. Next thing I do is I use a thermal comb so it doesn't melt, because this does get hot. I'm just gonna reiterate that smoothing, get that out of my way. I like to heat the strand from low to end, from base to end, just preheating that strand so that it's nice and warm and not cold anywhere. This gives me a better curl. Catch those ends, roll that sucker up like so. A little bit fell out, no big deal. This happens, hair's layered and whatnot. I feel that until I can feel that the strand is nice and warm. And when it's really, really warm to the touch, I know that the heat's gotten all the way through. Let's see here. Now I can take that out and I've got a fantastic bouncy curl. Now we know this little strand here that escaped. We know that she can use a little curl. I'm going to do the same thing, kind of follow with my comb. I'm going to warm up that one. I'm going to grab that sucker like so. I'm going to protect her little scalp. I'm going to make that curl. Feels good. Release that. And now this one, I have not brushed or put spray on. Let's get my little spray here. Again, I put it on light medium, in between light and medium. Top and bottom of the strand. Have my model hold it. Now on this one, I can see a little bit of fuzzies, so I actually want just a tiny bit more spray. Just means she's got a lot of new growth. A little brushing. Get my thermal comb. And now I'm going to heat it with my iron. Forgive me, I'm trying to work in an awkward position because I know the camera's rolling. Heat that strand. Heat that strand. And once that's nice and heated, I'll pull this like so. Rotate it up my iron so I get a nice corkscrew. Protect her skin. Once I feel that nice and hot. Now I can drop my curl. And again, we get a wonderful bouncy curl. I don't know if you can see that. But that's how that bounces. Now, at the very end, when we've done all the curls, now you can go in. I like to put it on light, kind of spray them down, help them hold position. And then we can begin, let that dry a minute, and then we could begin to manipulate the hairdo. But that's it. That's it for today's tutorial. Again, I'm Mark the Hair Guy from AskTheHairGuy.com and Mark's Luxury Hair Care. And that's how Trifecta has become the go-to product for all pinup girls out there. We get a lot of them. We're thankful for you. And feel free, grab your bottle at AskTheHairGuy.com or Mark's at the Point Salon and Boutique in Vero Beach, Florida. That's 46 Royal Palm Point, or AskTheHairGuy.com. Thanks for tuning in. I hope it helps. Send your questions. I need them. Without you, I have no show. AskTheHairGuy.com.